use the Chinese food. The newspaper article titled "Most Overweight Nations," OECD report published in the World on November 27, 2011 stated 68% of the American population are overweight. America is listed as the number 2 most overweight nation. Does this make you think that we need to change the food we eat? What we eat every day directly affects our health. The relationship between our health and the food we eat is very strong, so we should care about what we eat. My dad works in the health bureau in China, so he has always been really care about what I eat. He told me a lot about food science. This knowledge has important to me to know what I should eat. So today I will talk about why we should eat some Chinese food more often instead of eat American food all the time. First, I will talk about the problem of the American food, and then I will talk about the benefit of the Chinese food. Most of you probably really like the American food, but there is one thing you should know. Some American food is very really healthy food. Many American foods use trans fat when cooking. Trans fat is a really unhealthy food. We can see the video.
Hey kids, what do you have?
We want ice cream!
Okay, here you go.
Yay!
So you say you like ice cream, huh? I know this is creepy at first, but you'll get over it. But you know what's creepier? What you're doing to your body by eating me. Say, kid, loosen the grip, okay? Do you know one serving of ice cream has 5,000 grams of fat and 12,000 grams of saturated fat? Okay, well, do you know you'll have more than 100,000 times a daily dose of calories if you eat meat? Let me show you a diagram. It's a neat little diagram, one so fantastic and utterly stupendous that you'll go home and tell your mother about it so she can buy you one. Eating ice cream and other junk food like chips, cake, and Crisco will eventually lead to a buildup of a substance that's harmful to the natural flow of the blood to your heart. That's the impressive little muscle that keeps you ticking. Once it goes, well, don't expect to write letters back to Mom from camp this year, because you'll be too dead to go. And if you're unlucky enough to live after eating all that gobbledygook, you'll end up taking up much more space than you used to, because you'll be fat. The only friends you'll have are those that only want you around because you make them feel better about themselves. Then you'll wind up being able to park where only people that have no legs or are 85 years old can park. How can you prevent this? Eating smart. Try filling your pudgy face with things like fruit, vegetables, leaves, yogurt, Chinese food, rocks, and granola. They're the way to a healthier, happier you. Because you'll be skinny and smooth as a baby's rump.
Trans fat is solid in body temperature, so the yummy freezing pie, the waffles, the pizzas, the chicken, even the bread fish steak contain the trans fat, even if the label say it's low fat. It still has the trans fat. Also, many American foods are fried or contain a lot of the sugar, which means they have a really high calorie. The amount of the sugar added to the food eaten by an average American in one day is 19 teaspoons, which is equal to 304 calories. Now we can see the many problems with American food. So why don't we try some another nation's food more often, such as the Chinese food? Japan, Singapore, and China are the top 3 countries with the healthiest food. Really, Chinese food usually isn't fried. We boil and steam our food more often. Although American Chinese food restaurants often fry their food, they don't use the trans fat. Instead, they use the vegetable oil, which is much healthier. The only oil we use the vegetable oil, and we don't use some oil to fry the food more than 3 times. Not only is the way that Chinese food is cooked healthily, the ingredients of the Chinese food are also healthy. Chinese food doesn't use a lot of sugar and it has more vegetable. This means it has a low calorie and more vitamins. The Chinese treated vegetable as a meals is their own right rather than as in the West. Vegetables should make up half of what's on your plate. In many given the meals, if the majority of your meals is vegetable and you add some proteins, you will always have the perfect meal. Now, do you want to eat the Chinese food or American food for dinner tonight? Let's recap what I have talked about. I wish that we could eat Chinese food more often instead of eat American food all the time. The reason is that the Chinese American food has high calorie and often includes trans fat. Chinese food is often steamed or boiled, which is the healthy way to cook food. Even when we fry food, we only use the vegetable oil. Also, Chinese food has more vegetables that can give you more vitamins. Think about this. If you went to McDonald's to order a Big Mac, what can you get? You could get a big burger, but at the same time, you will get a lot of the calorie, and you will have a high chance to get heart disease. So why do we spend some time to learn how to cook the least one meal of the healthy Chinese food? Okay, thanks for your attention.